All right, good morning and welcome to Tea Time on PlusTvAfrica. They call me Miles, the 8th one of the world. I want to officially welcome you to a very brand new, interesting and beautiful week. Today's the 24th day in the month of August. October, sorry. I was winding instead of to just go forward. In the month of October, and for so many reasons, for some of us, it's a very special day. We'll get back to that in just a bit. My name still remains Miles, 8th one of the world, and I will be flanked by two amazing individuals, two amazing personalities, two girls who just don't know how to keep their mouths shut when it comes to some matters that touch the heart. They always want to go in deep. I have to my immediate right, no, to my far right. Let me start from my far right. So my far right, almost opposite me, I have Booms 007 coming back from a very eventful weekend, I guess. How are you doing?
I'm fine, but I don't understand. I don't put my mouth in people's matters. So how do we get here?
That's what you do almost every day on this table. Right, so you're saying? Okay.
I'm great. I'm fantastic.
How did the weekend pan out for you?
The weekend was supposed to go great though, but one thing like this that I cannot say publicly, the love for sugar condemns my whole weekend.
Oh, was that cherry? Pile. Chronic pile.
It's in your mouth that they will hear that Tisha mommy died.
I'm just asking. Anyway, but I hope you are recovering from that.
Yes,
gradually.
I am.
Yeah,
I am gradually.
So hopefully you cut it short on sugar intake.
No, I'm a sweet girl, so I think I have to live with this forever.
May you continue experiencing back pains. Anyways, and to my immediate right, looking all glammed and glowed up, and also I don't know why she's crying, but yeah, it seems like somebody broke her heart again this Monday. I have Rema, Afia, Elijah, Ogaraya, one of Africa. How you doing?
Love of beauty.
I'm fine.
So why are you looking so emotional today? What's going on?
No, I'm good. It's just tears of joy.
Then what happened?
Like tears of joy and you do me this one. It's fine. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let me explain to people, because people are wondering like, why is she? It's nothing to do. It was just the fact
The
that
love of fashion.
She trying to put her contact lenses in was what got her to this point. So people don't fall for that trick. Nothing happened to her. You can be part of the conversation by calling in on 0909-8408-408 and share your opinions on everything we'll be talking about today. Today is Motivational Monday. Today is Tuesday. What is wrong with me? Why do I keep going back?
Because yesterday you were on holiday. Yes,
that's
what happened.
Okay, I wasn't here yesterday. That's right. Okay, Trendy Tuesday. Pardon me.
And don't forget, today is a very special day.
A very special day. Okay, yeah, today, before we jump into the stories real quick, let me just say this. Today is a very, very, very special day for me and my house. So today's my baby's birthday. It's my daughter's birthday. Today she's a big girl, so you guys don't call. Oh, look at that! Look at all that amazingness. So happy birthday, my darling baby! Your daddy loves you so much, and today
we love you.
We scatter Lagos. Today we turn Lagos red.
Yep.
Yeah, and today my account also speak some languages I don't understand.
Don't worry, you have us to fall back on, and Ogaraya.
All these rich aunties.
Yes.
Rich aunties. Oh God, thank you.
So
you both have my account number, so please just help me support now. And Auntie Uyime bought this, so Auntie Booms bought this, so.
Okay.
So happy birthday, my darling. Mwah. Let's start the show. We have some videos that caught our attention. Let's see these videos one after the other, and we'll be back. You see, there's some situations where you don't know something, just I don't know. It's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's absolutely nothing wrong saying, "Oh, I don't have an idea. Could you educate me?" She just said, maybe she was trying to be deep, trying to form.
I think the problem starts from when you are someone that your accent is not twisted, and then you start speaking twistedly. They seem like that is just knowledge on its own. So if I'm able to twist my tongue, it means that I'm knowledgeable. So she literally just twisted her tongue and just said if something is invisible, like that's rubbish. Right. And this thing has put a lot of people in trouble. There's absolutely nothing wrong with saying you have no idea about something. We are all here to learn. We don't learn in one day. Just say you don't.
And it had to take a 12-year-old
to explain to
say like so that means air. We should just say air. We should also shouldn't write air since we can't see.
Or oxygen.
Or oxygen. Or we can't see. So yeah. So that was really smart, so to speak, of Adiola. And that also brings me to the gist you were giving me earlier about the architect.
Oh yes. Speaking of Adiola and this recent times that we are, there's this story about an architect that said, he was at the bus stop waiting for a ride and decided to help two girls. And in the course of the journey, he was telling them about where he was from. in this same Nigeria. It's just like saying, oh, I'm from Borno State. Do you know where Borno State is? And you're saying you don't know where Borno State is. So he went further to ask them, oh, what's the name of the president of Nigeria? The current president that just entered. No.
Even a 5-year-old.
That we are still facing matters on. And they went on to say Buhari. And it was like, are you joking? He said, okay, what state are you from? Who is the governor of your state? They could not answer.
Sure.
So he further asked some questions, and it just pissed him off at the level of ignorance that they had towards this thing. And then he went further to say that these questions they blamed it on school. They said, oh, the school didn't teach them. Yes, the school didn't teach you, but then you're on social media. These are the issues.
It's
I feel like people make the wrong use of social media. Social media, is here for you to learn some things. You don't have to carry the textbook. You don't have to go to schools to learn things. You can just Google. See, at that point when he was asking that questions, even if I don't know it, because we don't all know. We don't know everything. I could just go to Google instantly and just type it, like try to just find something out. But then they were giving excuses as to why they couldn't answer the question, which brought me to our Oga at the tops too. Look at what happened in the Big Brother house, where they were asking them some questions.
Current affairs, and they couldn't just
including the people that were in that occupation, like the lawyer that couldn't answer.
That line of profession.
Who makes law? She said.
I can't remember what she said.
Like, it's very sad that we have gotten.
I saw a post on I think on one of the major brands on Instagram, and they put it there like, 48 hours without your phone or internet, what are you going to be doing? And people nobody could say, grab a book and read. Nobody. I went to the comments. Nobody was saying anything about grab a book and read. I'll go and party with my friends. I'll just stay indoors and be watching movies.
Grab a book and read thing happened to me recently. Like, the lights in the house went off. I couldn't get fuel for the generator. There was no asset. My phone was dead. Guess what? There's this book that I've been trying so much to read, and I picked up the book and I read like 3 chapters in under 1 hour. It's a small book, and I got so interested. I learned so much in just an hour, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to cultivate an habit of, so every day now, at least for 30 minutes, I pick up a book and read. Like, my phone can be fine for 30 minutes. I'll be fine too.
Yeah, true. You know, this reading of books and all is no longer in society
at all.
Now we're talking about social media. People going on social media to check things out. Have you been to social media? You see the things that are trending on social media. If it's not BBL, is this one,
or stupid pranks.
Do you get? So there's nothing, even education now, right now, is not even, they no longer put education now.
It's actually out there. I feel like people just choose what they want to read. People just choose what they want to look at, because I can tell you for a fact that when we see some things, maybe we see NTA post, Plus TV post something that is related to political issues, we slide. We move away from it. But when we see something that involves the party or something, we are interested. And speaking of reading cultures, I even noticed that even from this social media, people pick what they want to read. So they just read the headline. They don't go further to research about stories. Because we talked about it yesterday, how people just read the headlines, and bloggers will write headlines to make you want to read the story.
Okay. So can we see another video?
Sorry.
That caught
sorry,
attention before the activist for reading and social media, before she takes over the whole time. Let's see another video that caught our attention. Be back to the break. Now,
it did not.
Why is that?
So we talked about it yesterday, and we said that it takes ladies a lot of time to get dressed because of one particular thing, and then we mentioned some subtitles too. So makeup takes a lot of time.
Not everybody wears makeup.
Not everybody wears makeup, but if you notice that people that do not wear makeup tend to get dressed very quickly.
I think I disagree.
Maybe it's you. Maybe you just don't get dressed fast.
Like, I was at an event recently, and somebody was interviewing me. The guy was asking me like,
how long did it
take you to put all this together? I was like, less than 5 minutes. And he looked at me like, I said, yeah, let's wear boxers, wear shokoto, wear top, spray small cologne, and get out of the house, and I'm good to go. But if you're going out with a woman, just let her know like 2-3 hours, just like you are ready. 2-3 hours ahead, so that she can start doing all the makeup thing. It just takes too much time.
That's what I'm saying. Styling of hair, the makeup, then
you people should start doing all back. Do you know how
making it
appealing all back is?
It's sweet to say until I decide to wear all back and follow you to a big event, and then you're not saying no. What happens to normal cornrows? If I put attachment, I have to lay edges.
Whichever one.
So it's sweet. No, this man, it's sweet for them to say, wear cornrow. And then when
it's
you're
the
going
most
for a
beautiful
big event,
hairstyle
they
in
say,
the world.
oh no, you cannot follow me like this. So why are you looking at my housemaid?
It's the most beautiful hairstyle in the world. I don't care what you think about it.
Some dark hairstyle does not fit everybody.
Okay. But it fits you. I've seen it on you before.
It fits me.
Yeah, it looked good on you.
Me that have flat head.
No body shaming or head shaming here. Let's see the last video that caught our attention and we'll be back. All right, cool. I'm one of those people who believe in an eye for an eye. Yeah, I do.
Yes, I'm petty as well.
I believe you should actually pay people back in their own coin. I know one of the holy books says when they slap you on one cheek, like sometimes I think that just takes too long.
They do not
don't
slap.
Get the message.
This is not a slap. So
no, I'm just saying when they hit you on one cheek, turn the other one and take it. Like that's what a good Christian would do. Now, just one spelling. The guy said, "But you see my name on this." They say, "No, you have to come all the way over to the office to go and pick it." Say, "Okay." I will do the same thing. So he bought dumbbells, plenty, and did not put his address there. He removed, omitted one, and not just put his name. And then made the guy take it back all the way. That's
you know, there's this popular delivery company that did this thing to me. They'll call me to tell me that they are bringing my package, and then they'll call me to say they tried to reach me. I was not available, so they had to return it. They did it to me like 5 times, and then they eventually cancelled my order, and it was something that I needed urgently. So when I now realized that it was the same driver that was bringing a particular thing, and I said I don't want it again, she now took it back. I now called to say, I did not see the dispatch rider that was supposed to bring this thing. She now brought it again, and I said I don't want. She now took it back. I now called again to say, I made sure 5 for 5, like she brought it back 5 times before I now collected it back.
I can be a little bit evil. No, that right there.
No,
that's a lot.
You took it too.
They cancelled the order. It was something that I needed urgently. You know what pissed me off the most was the fact that this dispatch rider almost insulted me because I was begging. I don't care. I want to come and meet you anywhere you are to collect this thing. I really need it urgently. He was like, no, I cannot. You cannot. I say, it's not that you want to go like. And I did it. And I'm proud.
We are not like that.
We are not like that.
We don't.
And I'm proud.
We don't move that way.
The person was so frustrated. I could tell, but I was like, next time you learn to be nice. See, there's one thing I realized. If you are tired of a job, quit your job.
No, that I agree with. If you're tired of a job, nobody's forcing
like you go and buy something at a store. The person that is attending to you is all frowning, and I'm like, quit your job if you don't want to be here. Like,
smile. Put on it. Even if you don't want to smile, at least just do the
be
job.
Nice.
Do the job right. Anyways, let's move onto somebody whose name is not nice, but at the same time, what he's been dropping this particular conversation. He's been dropping it for years, and he's back again with it. I'm talking about Blackface. Now, popular dancehall singer and ex-member of the Funk Plantation Boys, Amedu Augustine. I was going to say Augustina Obiabo, better known as Blackface, has said the age-long rift between himself and former bandmate Two-Face has continued over the years due to the latter's inferiority complex. Wow. Speaking in the latest episode of The Honest Bunch, we know The Honest Bunch now. Now, I'm going to say something about The Honest Bunch very much later, but let's just go. Blackface noted that he and Face are good and cool, but blamed Baba for bad blood between them. He, however, said he has forgiven Two-Face for all he has done to him, acknowledging, knowingly or unknowingly, pleading with the African Queen to also forgive him if he had done anything for him in the past. Now, he also called out Rema. He called out Ashake.
Burna Boy.
He called out Burna Boy. He called out Olamide and said all these guys are jacking his style, copying his songs. His songs. He even gave an example. And he even talked about Olamide too, and he now called out Rema and said Rema's music is not dignified, it's not glorifying African culture. This was what the man had to say. Blackface is my person, is my guy, so I'm going to be as diplomatic as possible discussing this. It's good to see him looking better. Let's start with that. It's good to see the fact that he doesn't look really, really rough around the edges anymore. He looks a little bit better and calmer. But I think it's time he needs to get off this particular movement. One. Secondly, for the Honest Bunch, I understand the concept behind the podcast. Like we're just going to come here and be honest and all that. But it seems like they are only feeding on people who are damaged, who are hurt, who just want to insult.
It's like a very toxic
like a toxic place. Like, oh, you know what, you have problem, you want to insult somebody, please come. Let's talk about it here. And I'm like, must that be the only set of people you have on your table?
Yeah.
And you guys are not even talking about normal life issues anymore. You're just talking about people's people's stuff.
life,
This one is
people's
doing this. This one is
relationship,
people's
people's
do you understand?
work.
And if you check their guest,
Yeah.
their guests, whoever they have on table as a guest, always has a problem at that time with somebody.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like,
Always.
why are we giving a voice to such matters? Is everything for beats and clicks and likes and numbers these days? Like,
Or when they notice that, oh, this person is trying to get a bad message across to the public, nobody's listening, they invite the person to the show because they
people are
know that the show will definitely drive
Exactly.
with that.
Exactly. So for Blackface, I think he should get off. Yes, I understand the fact that some songs really don't make sense anymore. Honestly, for me too, I listen to some songs like that.
I mean, that particular song that he talked about, I think I've mentioned it on the show before, that I felt it was disrespectful to women. Like, I didn't like it as much as people liked it and were glorifying it. I did not like it.
Which one?
I get the money pass your papa.
Rema song.
Do for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this is the same Blackface that sang a song way back in the days and said in the song, he said, I've been asking, I don't ask you others, if you know grief for me, I will ask your friend out. I'll even ask your friend's friend out. That's the same person that's saying that. So is that?
I mean, I'm always saying it's sweet to come out and condemn other people for guessing that you've done the same thing. Someone yesterday too on our show, one of the things we put out yesterday, one auntie like that came out to say that what you cannot afford, don't ask for it from a man. That it makes men lose respect for women.
But I do agree.
I agree, but coming from her. What's
wrong with her?
I asked her the same thing.
What's wrong with Tokenwaka? How many people have you heard that has been feeding or paying to come Makinwa's bill? That woman has been hustling all her life.
Yeah, she has
all her life.
She has been hustling, but at some point this was her ladder. Now she has climbed the ladder, finished. Now she decides that she wants to break the ladder. I don't have a personal beef with Toke. Toke is not my favorite person. Has never been she's not my favorite person.
You sound like the honest bunch people.
Yeah,
but there's no hatred. There is no. I will not come on Honest Bunch and talk about Toke because I don't have anything to talk about.
Okay.
I would rather talk about Miles.
But I've noticed that you see this trend of people like this coming out to talk about Burna Boy and people who are really doing well, and I've noticed that this is what people like this do when they see that their songs are not really making waves the way it should make or they are not in that limelight any longer, and maybe their counterpart like every other person
is doing
fine and all, they have this beef. I know that there's competition in the industry and all, and you started this thing before these guys, and these guys are really taking over. Rema won the was it BET with Selena Gomez.
He won Trace recently.
He won
African Artist of the
and he
Year.
has won so many awards. The same thing with Burna Boy. Burna Boy now is not. I cannot really classify Burna Boy as an Afrobeat artist because his Afrobeat songs not really it's more like his songs are more appealing to the West. Like I don't want to say more appealing. Like the songs he does right now is more like the Western, like mixing both.
I disagree with you.
I disagree. It's purely Afrobeat. But my only problem with Face is that he needs Blackface. He needs to stop this because even the song he made reference to on this Honest Bunch and said, "Oh, this song, they stole my song," and he sang this song, and everybody were wondering, how does that sound? And he was trying to justify. Like you keep trying to justify this.
And he said how he brought Two-Face Idibia into Lagos from Benue, how he changed the guys. Like, look, you can help people, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they owe you their life.
Your life.
True.
Help people if you wanna, and move on with your life. Now, just like Taiwo and Kende, they came to the world at the same day, but they have different destinies. Things happen to them differently. You might see the Taiwo doing well and Kende's not doing that well. Right? But you are okay, you are doing well. Two-Face is just a very talented and blessed human being. Whatever issues you guys have, you guys go and sort it. Now, talking about the Nigerian music stars now that are doing well, that are not blah blah blah. Blackface had his chance.
He did.
He was one of the pioneering artists that with Afrobeats and R&B back in the days. They had their spotlight. They were on top for a long while. why is he upset that a new set of people
Are
it's
doing
just
good?
That's just how life is. Now, in another 5-10 years, the Burners, the Wizkids, they will be out. They will fizzle out gradually.
There'll be a change.
They'll
We
be
don't
doing something
expect
else.
to
There'll be
listen
new
to these
set of
people
people
over and
who will be
over
out
and
there again
over.
doing things. So please, Oga,
We should just the bitterness, the hate.
it seems that way because anytime I see him,
Yeah.
anytime I see Blackface, even if we've not seen in a while, if I'm to see him now and we'll sit down now,
Just to
he
see
goes
the
back.
conversation.
Like, you remember that time I was like, can we not have these conversations anymore?
If you feel like, oh, you need to be back in this place, why not channel this energy into collaborations
like
with people?
they
They all know that you are a fantastic singer. They all know that
he's a
so why
fantastic
not
writer,
just
fantastic singer, but
channel that energy into collaborating with one of them? Do good music. Let's listen.
and
to
they will be
let's
so
appreciate
honored to
you.
work with you.
Like, do you get?
They will. So you sitting down calling out all these people.
I beg.
Just rest.
Okay, no, make it rest, Abby. Okay, there's somebody who's not resting actually, and he's just coming from. He took his own unrest. He took it to the top of a crane and started shouting on top of the crane. Like his name is Dammy Crane. Now Dammy Crane is back in the news, and what happened?
Why are you clapping?
You have done well. You have done well.
Okay, thank you very much. Dammy Crane is back to accusing Davido of owing him money and refusing to pay. The singer claimed on X, formerly Twitter, that Davido took the artist Ido West from his record label, and he let it slide. But he needs to know why the unavailable singer won't pay him for a song he wrote for him. Dammy wrote, "I know it is hard for rich people to pay them, but at Davido, if not for my sake, brother, pay me my money at least because of my daughter's sake, your niece, if at all. School fees no easy for Nigeria now. Now everybody they try secure their future. Now money we don't want wahala. Now I'm going to wrap this all up in the whole Davido matter right now.
Yeah.
It seems Davido is in the news for
Almost everything.
owing. Now I am a huge Davido fan.
Yes,
I
same
love
here.
his personality, I love his music, but there is no smoke.
Without
Without
fire.
There's no fire without smoke. If one person has said this, another person is saying it.
It means
another person,
there's
then
a
there
truth
is something
there.
somewhere.
Yeah.
There's a truth somewhere. There's something somewhere. He needs to look into it. Now, are you telling me that whatever royalties or whatever royalties that Davido might be owing, Damike, he can't pay it? Come on, you can. If you can comfortably dash out over 200 million naira,
Right.
you can do that. If you can comfortably splash over 200 million naira on jewelry, it's something you can do.
Yeah.
Same thing, a businessman.
A businessman, yeah. That one is all over the news now. And this person is really raging because the amount is not even small, like about 217
That's not
million.
coins.
That's not coins. That's a lot of money.
Man, if they give that money.
The total money was supposed to be 300, and he was supposed to do a campaign for the 300 plus the 325 million again, but they paid him the part payment and everything, booked hotels and everything, blah, 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 and the thing didn't happen. Now, why is your team, your manager, especially Africa, why is not reaching out to them like, okay, guys, you know what? We're going to refund to avoid all this. Same thing happened with the whole Worry Again concert that he didn't show up, and they were calling now like, after you collect money, it's becoming one too.
And it's even the fact that, I mentioned it that time, that it's the fact that he didn't even come out to say, oh, I refunded the money. I did not. Why? A lot of people were backlashing him like, why didn't you refund the money if you knew that you were not going to come for the show? You held on to the money, you didn't give the money out, and then they had to call you out, and then you said you were going to give the money to charity. It looks like charity is a scheme to hide whatever thing you are doing, hide that bad part of you, like, so people see that you are good. But he spends money on people, he dashes people money, he helps people. You're using that as a cover up for who you really are. That as much as we stand you might be number one, but this kind of attitude is not allowed because other people are going to suffer for it. Now this businessman has been shouting that the people that are involved in the contract are about to sue him. They are dragging him so much on this matter, and he cannot do so much because the money is not a small amount of money, and we are not even hearing anything. Like, this matter has been on since like yesterday, and my Oga and his team has not even put out any statement as regards it.
I even saw a video where he said that Davido sent some people to assault him.
I saw that video here, but I'm trying my best to just stay away from that story until we understand exactly, because people will say anything.
To some certain level, I don't even believe that it was Davido that sent, because they kept shouting 30 PG. You will not send people to go and do something and be loud in it. No. So that just gave it off that it might not have been Davido that sent people to him. But if this thing is in the news consistently, it means that it's happening. And I really like for Davido to come and clear the air if at all there is nothing happening. And if there is, just paying these people their money. I mean, 30 billion dollars. That's what you say you have in your account, so it shouldn't be a problem to pay this money.
And that 30 billion, that was dead. I'm sure it has
increased because if you sell all the jewelry that he has, like
no, it still can't be 30 BG. Since when? 30 BG. 30
with the amount that is charging now for concerts.
Actually, I really agree with you people. In as much as I love Davido so much, right? Like my boss said, there's no smoke without happy. There's no fire. There's no fire without smoke. And I think it's not the first time that Crane is calling.
Dammy Crane
for like
a very long time.
Coming up again. I just feel like Davido should what? Right now he has Baba Beji. So now he should just focus.
And if you guys notice this, some people in his team have also been called out by
different people.
Like, you are owing me money. Israel has been called out.
A lot of times.
Was called out one time. One of the members in his team was called out something for owing money. So is this a pattern for the 30 BG gang? I don't want to think so. I want to hope not.
I feel like they just believe that if they owe people money and those people call them out, nobody will believe because they feel they have money. So why would they be owing you money? So they just get away with things.
Yeah, and I just feel like he and his team should sit down and really look into all this matter and give people back their money.
I saw a screenshot the guy posted about when they were talking about it. The guy Davido said, "Oh look, we have to pick another date. I can't be there. My wife has something and I have to be there. My wife has something to do on that particular day. After there, you have to pick another day." The guy was like, "That's 10 million gone. That's 10 million gone. How do I get it back? 10 million back from? If we cancel and shift it again, that's 10 million gone. How do I recoup that?"
Yeah.
I know. So if you also know that you're having obviously you are a global name right now. You have so many engagements, so many things. So check your schedule. Apart from your manager needs a manager.
Your manager needs a PA, someone that will constantly check in on these dates.
What are our dates? What days are open? We have so thing. And you telling the person casually on my wife has something. Yes, family is everything. We get it, but this is business. This is work.
This is business. This is work.
Madam, I have to be at so place. They've already.
I mean, you don't have to be there all day, so you could split the time. Okay, be here for your family at so and so time, then go and do your work.
Anyways, we gotta go. We gotta go on a quick music break. When we get back, we'll talk about one very brave Nigerian man that wanted to walk from. I'm not sure. Everybody's just trying to break records these days. So we went to trek from Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Port Harcourt to Lagos.
After a few days, the guy.
He went from Port Harcourt to the hospital.
He went to court in the hospital.
It's not funny.
It's actually funny. Let's go listen to some music and we get back. It's a tea time.